Alright guys, what up? Welcome to King Yossi TV. Today we're going to be doing an OBS StreamLabs tutorial for all you new streamers out there. That's right. Yeah, I use OBS mainly, not StreamLabs, but I did used to use StreamLabs. I only use StreamLabs because it seems relatively easy and everything is like basically thrown in your face to use. But you still have to decipher and learn everything that's there. So it could be a little overwhelming at first when you start using Streamlabs. That's why I went with OBS, because it's more simplified, and if I don't want to use all those widgets and alerts, I don't have to. OBS with Streamlabs, I don't think you have to do the same thing, but it is integrated in their system. So with that being said, since we have it on display view so you can see everything, as always, thank you guys for tuning into the video. I appreciate the views, mates. Shout out Hayes Media on Facebook.com. That's Facebook.com/Hayes Media. Go check my boy out. I'm particularly doing this video for him and anybody else who is confused on getting things set up. If you're having bad Wi-Fi or anything like that or such, guys, these are normally in gray. When you're streaming or using the software, like recording as I am, these will be in white. Well, they will be gray when you're streaming or recording. But when you're not, they will be white, and that's when you'll be able to change them. Unless you're using a very high expensed computer or software or console, I suggest putting your common frames per second on 30 or 29.97. And you want your outscale resolution 1280 on 720p. That's if you have a moderately good computer. If you have a high-end computer like I, then you can run it on 60 frames, 1920 by 1080. It's my display. If I had a better screen, like a better monitor right now, it would be a little bit higher. I'm usually running at 30, 38, 20, I think. The Samsung CHG90 is what I normally use. Right now I'm on a HDMI screen projector. So again, you want that on 30 and you want that at 720. If you're streaming on Facebook, that'd be the bare minimum. Alright, so another thing you want to go to is your output. While you're streaming, if you're a bit, let's say you have decent Wi-Fi and your upload speeds are 10 Mbps plus, 10 megabytes per second, then you can run your bitrate on 4500 and above. Actually, I'm on advanced right now, so for you rookies, when you first are starting up and everything, that'll be set to simple. I'm using advanced. You want to go advanced because you'll have more control of your stream, the settings, your audio bitrate, everything, streaming bitrate, and everything that's going on with your computer. You don't want to keep it on simple because that, I think certain settings will run off of CPU instead of GPU. This is for OBS. Okay, let's jump over there in the Streamlabs. Sign in with your streaming account to get started with Streamlabs. Let me see if this automatically do this for me. If it doesn't, then I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, I'm not about to worry about it. I'm gonna set it up later. Import your scenes and your settings from OBS with a simple click or start fresh. Unless you're using OBS beforehand, don't worry about this. If you're new and you're just now starting out and you never downloaded OBS, we're gonna start fresh. Alright, here we go. And they'll walk you through steps on everything on how to get things done. There's actually a tutorial button up here somewhere, and you can click help on this also. Here's your record, here's start replay buffer, basically your start record. Start replay buffer, go live. That's a new button. Yeah, that's definitely new. I've never seen that one before. Okay, but anyway, see how my mic's going off. You can go in Streamlabs. Yeah, it's way different from OBS. Themes, dashboard, customs. See down here, it's 30 frames per second using 4.2 on the CPU. Zero drop frames because I'm not using it right now. Hopefully I'm clicking on the right one. Alright, settings. It's a little blurry on that side of the screen, that's why I'm like, I hope but anyway. The streaming services. This will be your first thing. This is basically the easy part. You can keep it on streaming services or you can go to your custom keys. I would suggest go to custom keys and just enter in your URL and then the stream key. I'll show you what I mean. So we have that going on. And I think it won't pop up because I might be recording. Yeah, I don't think it wants to pop up because I'm recording. But normally, you want to get your URL, which is, it usually starts off with RTMP or FTL dot something, and it'd be right above your stream key. Whoops. Let's see if I can't go live in this browser. Maybe it's because it timed out. Alright, there we go. I'm going to reset this, but I'm just showing you an example. You want to get your RTMP, your server URL key, which, like I was saying, which usually starts off with the RTMPS, and click copy. I'm not sure how StreamLabs is with the copy and paste, but normally they're pretty decent. But you might just have to. Yep, OBS is better with the copy and paste. It actually lets you copy and paste. Which this you'll actually have to enter it in manually, which is ridiculous. I don't know why they haven't implemented that feature into this software yet. Should be. But yeah, you want to enter that URL that I just copied and pasted, this top one right here. Or type it in, whichever, and put it in that first box. Next, you'll get your stream key right there, whether it says persistent stream key or just says stream key. You get that, and you copy it also. That will go into the second box underneath the URL. Then you want to click done or apply. You can use authentication just in case, like if you feel like your stream key has been breached or anything like that, use it. Again, I will be resetting my stream key and my server URL, so just a heads up for you, fair warnings for all you guys out there. And you see how it's on simple as of right now? Like I was saying with OBS will do the same thing. You want to put it on advanced. Actually, simple. And this one ain't too bad. You actually get the change your video bitrate, and you still can change your hardware encoder. I suggest going to NVIC, or how you pronounce that word right there. Use those encoders, mates. Again, unless your Wi-Fi speeds are above 10 MPS, MPPBS, then you want to keep that down to 2500. Unless you have like super good Wi-Fi. Keep that on 2500. Period. Keep it on 2500. If you're not too sure, go to testmyspeed.net and you can go ahead and check your speeds from there. From there, it'll tell you where you're at. My download speeds are looking like at 110, 72 MBs. My ping is 27. New York server, US. The upload speeds are normally around 10 to 12 MBs. Usually, to get it quite confusing, they might say MPBS, but it's normally MBs. All right, see. Now, this is perfect and adequate Wi-Fi to run streams. No lag, no anything. That's what you're hoping for. That's the perfect bare minimum speeds. But if you're running like maybe, let's say your download speeds is at 50, your upload speeds is at 5 or 2, your ping is at 32. With that being said, get optimal performance from your computer. Keep it on CBR. Keep your bitrate at 2000, 2500. Yeah, you can go in here and simplify it if you want. You can even put it on 1500 if you like, just to be extra sure. Profile, I really don't mess with that. CPU usage presets so higher. That's super fast. Usually just keep that on the same. Everything, all those settings are the same. Again, they changed StreamLabs like encoding process, so I'm not really too familiar with it. Again, use hardware NVENC. Keep your bitrate, keep that the same. Your rate control, CBR, bitrate 2500 to 1500 to 2500. If you have low Wi-Fi, low upload speeds. If you have high Wi-Fi speeds, upload speeds, download speeds, you can push that to the envelope. 4500 to maybe 9000. I used to run that on 9000 with no problems, but I don't anymore. I felt like it was putting a drag on my computer, and certain games wouldn't allow me to run smoothly. Apex Legends. Preset quality, you can change this depending on how high your bitrate is and what you're going for. Max quality, performance, max performance, low latency quality, low latency performance. Profile high. GPU, you want to switch that to 2. Max speed frames, keep it at 2. Now that you got that out the way, make sure if you go to recording that your recording format is in MP4, or you will not be able to check it out after you record anything. It'll be in a different format, and then if you're on Microsoft or the likes like I am, gaming laptops that uses Windows, they will not be able to read those unless you have a third-party software that can be. They will not be able to read a FLV unless you have a third-party software that can read those files. So MP4, that's just a universal file. You want to keep that on. Audio, we're not going to mess around with that. Video, like I was saying, depending on your software, your hardware setup, what you're running basically, and your Wi-Fi, you can push the envelope on these. I usually have my base canvas at 1920 1080p. Depending on what platform I'm streaming on for the day, Facebook, I usually keep it at 1080p, same as that, or I switch it down to 1280 720. Don't get me wrong, that's okay. That was what had popped up. I usually use line codes. That's basically the sharpening and scaling of 32 samples. So basically everyone does this, and they said it's quite superb. Comment FPS, keep that the same. Now you can either switch that to 29 or go up higher, just depending on your computer, your software, and what internet speed you're running. But usually keep that around 29, 30 if you're on like 5 upload speeds. 10 upload between 10 upload speeds and higher, you can put that. Hotkeys and no need to use plain. Another thing, so you don't have a delay on your mic. Properties. Unclick use device timestamps. That leaves a lingering voice. Like after you, it's a timestamp basically they use when you talk on your video. So you could be sitting there moving and filleting your arms and your mouth but not really saying anything, and then that's when your voice will kick in. Again, just click that little button up there. That'll help you. Streamlabs, OBS Quick Start, merch store setup, frame management. They got a lot going on for you guys, so you can understand and know what you're doing. If you want to change the theme, go down to appearance. You got your notifications, which is relatively easy. These are just like video settings for it that I use, and they're optimal that I've seen other streamers use. And I'm just explaining to you the same thing that they might. Hopefully you're understanding and you're keeping up. I do apologize. Alright. Not gonna let me go to my dashboard. That's weird. It's probably because I'm streaming on recording on OBS right now. How do you set up a stream, you say? The exact way I showed you at first, guys. Go here, go to your settings, click on streams, either use custom streaming server, either use a custom streaming server or streaming services. StreamLabs, you don't have to type in too much. I just suggest use streaming services, but if you're on OBS, I would say custom. I would recommend custom servers. That way, if you ever get any flicks or flings or jumps or whatever, nothing ever goes wrong. Streaming services, click your streaming service, Twitch, YouTube, Mixer FTL. Mixer FTL is fast. Everybody else needs to get hip to that too. I see Restream, they got the FTL also. I like that. Restream is a software that allows you to stream on multiple platforms at the same time. So you would use Restream as your base right here and enter it in here. Then you go to restream.io on your browser, and then that's when you'll see other tabs saying enter your YouTube, your Twitch, and your Mixer streaming keys and URLs, and you'll be able to stream on those 3 platforms at the same time. Unless you're a Twitch affiliate, I do not recommend that. But if you're not, then you're green. You go. Alright. For the hell of it and for my friend's sake, we're going to Facebook Live. Server default, they don't have anything. Show all services. Again, you want to go to that. Make sure that's up. Go get your streaming key from Facebook, which will normally be right there in the connect bar. And if you're having troubles with your stream connecting to Facebook officially, I suggest trying it in Google Chrome, like a different browser entirely, or wiping the cache off of your current browser and exiting out of all tabs and restarting that browser. I was having trouble with this earlier. You want to go to live, connect, Get your server URL if you're using custom. If not, just go straight to stream key, persistent stream key, grab that up. Actually, since Streamlabs won't let you copy and paste it, you'll have to type that in manually. Excruciating. Yes, I know. That's why I just use restream.io, do it one time and be good to go. Jump over back to OBS real quick. Now, I'm not doing any alerts for you guys. It's just the basic setup for streaming and everything. You can maybe YouTube it or Google it, or I might make a video later down the road on that. But since I'm not too superb or like familiar with widgets and things like that in Streamlabs, it might not happen until later down the line until I get familiar with it. I do apologize, guys. So this is not that video if you were looking for that. Just basic setups. How to get started on your streams. Alright. That's relatively easy for OBS. You can see it's just simple. Simple. Everything is simple. File, edit, view, scene selection, tools, help, profile, sources, themes. A few little scenes that I have here. Video capture device, that's for showing my face. Image, which I'm currently not showing my face, so I just got a little PNG right there so you guys can, you know, guess who on what I might look like. Display capture, the whole thing. Window capture, that's just one singular, like one window. Display captures the whole thing, like everything on your monitor. Window capture, it's captures select windows. Like if you're using Google Chrome or Internet Explorer at the same time and you click in Google Chrome, it'll pop up Google Chrome. Google Chrome will pop up here. For some reason, Internet Explorer does not. Not on my device. Excuse me. And then you have your game capture, of course. Just for whatever game you're running. I'm usually running Fortnite or Apex Legends. You'll probably catch me on Black Ops 4 sometimes. I usually don't have any drop frames, and usually there's a green bar under here when you're streaming, letting you know and indicating when your stream is going perfect. Always want to check your event logs. Whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, check your event logs and make sure your stream is going perfect. Usually whenever OBS or Streamlabs is not performing well, it'll give you a notification, or that little green bar that's over here at the bottom right corner will turn red, and that's your indicator. Usually I suggest also having a like a second device or a third device. That way, whenever you start your streams, you can look at yourself through your streams. Whether you're streaming from your page or whether you're streaming on Twitch, go ahead and from that third or second device, check yourself out and make sure your stream is going decent. Make sure that your volume is down. That way, it's not echoing or creating a audio distortion between the stream and what you're playing back. That'll happen. It's like an echo. Excruciating ringing noise. Like, it's really annoying. Even this whole process right here, this going back, look like some third dimension bullshit. Then it's really like giving me a headache just to look at it. Like, it's weird. This is my mixer. This is where all your audio will be coming from. And yeah, you can change these around. You don't have to keep them the same. settings. Same way for OBS. Go to general, go to stream, get your server URL from whatever platform you're about to use. Copy. OBS. Paste it. That's why I like OBS, because it's a lot easier. Copy. Paste it. Oh, that was the one of the reasons why I didn't really like it, because you have to do all that manual stuff with StreamLabs. Like it's not relatively fast like OBS. OBS, it's on the go, quick, fast like something. Click apply when you're done, and then you're ready to go and stream on that platform. For your output, you're running advanced and not on simple. Again, your bit rate. Keep your rate control at CBR. Keep your bit rate around 1500, 2500 if you have moderate, decent Wi-Fi. Your Wi-Fi or your internet are running speeds like that, then you can up your bit rate to 4500. But you definitely want your keyframe interval at 2. Quality versus performance. You go for max quality if you're looking for that. Profile, have it on main or high. Psycho-visual tuning, that's just what I use. You go to right there, that tells you what it is. Enable dynamic B-frames. If disabled, the encoder will wait. I'll be there, I'll be there. But yeah, it's approaching that dark spot where it's really blurry in the monitor. Max B-frames at 2. Audio, this is just if you have select devices hooked up, like a third-party device, like a Blue microphone, Snowball. Go in there and click on that if you wanted to go. Auxiliary mic audio device. Like, there's so much you can do with StreamLabs and OBS. I do apologize about this video going on and on. I'm about to end it right here. Advanced, you really don't have to worry about. Hotkeys, you do not have to worry about, unless you want to get into that. Like, don't touch anything over here. Like, everything over here is okay. If you want to change your stream delay, this would be it. That's where you'll go. Like, if you are experienced stream snipers, I suggest turning that on. And if they're annoying you, yes, turn that on. Again, another thing could be that your settings on your video game, if you're getting performance issues, it could be the settings on your game that are too high and it's overloading everything. Like, while you're running software, you're also, like, you're uploading software and you're running and you're downloading software at the same time. When you play a game and stream at the same time, you're uploading and receiving and you're receiving and transferring data. So your settings is too high on your game, it could be giving your computer CPU issues running between the two, and that might disrupt your performance sometimes, like while you're streaming. I've had that technical issues with Apex Legends, where in season 1, when it first came out, whenever I tried to stream on max settings and I seen it, my frames per second will drop from 60 to like 15, 20, 25, and everything would just start looking choppy and slow. So go into your game settings and just start changing everything to low. Anti-aliasing, like visual concepts, light rendering, turn everything down that doesn't need to be down except for your view distance and 3D resolution. As always, guys, that's it. I was just giving you a quick tutorial on OBS and how to use StreamLabs just to set up your whole stream real fast. Just in case if I rush through the scenes a little too quickly, the sources for you. Add a source or to add your game source. Click that little arrow button right there in OBS, plus sign. For StreamLabs, I believe it's the same thing. Yeah, same thing. And you want to choose between what source you want to upload or you want to view or to be viewable. Whether it's game capture, add source. You can customize that name if you like. I usually just keep it the same. And you can either capture any full screen application. I usually go to capture Pacific window. Then the window in name that I want to capture, you just click on that and scroll down the list and oh yeah. Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge. Pita. Alright, so now that you got that selected, usually it'd be a game or usually your game will pop up right here, and that's when you want to click on your game's name and exit out of that. Match titles, that'll be alright, just don't touch that. Allow transparency, don't mess with anything other than that. You can either use your capture course, will it capture the little mouse or not? I usually keep it on so that way people can know what you're pointing at. Now that source has been added. For OBS, it's the same exact way, guys. Same exact way. Click on a little arrow. That's a text tree. That's like scrolling letters or fancy letter fonts or custom fonts that you can add to your sources if you want. But yeah, here's the list. Choose from this list. You can choose to customize a name or add to an existing source. But we're going to create a new. Always create a new, unless you're adding it to a new source. Okay. This is for browser. So it'd just be like you open browser, copy and paste whatever URL you're in, choose the width, the height, and then you want to click OK. And boom, it's up there. Game capture is a little different. Go to game, click the plus sign again, go on game capture, customize it if you like. OK. Click on the first mod, on the first selection, that's mode. Go to capture Pacific window, and then hit window and scroll down the list of what you want to be viewed. Now, window title must match this. Will execute without you ever messing with it, so do not worry about that. Again, the only thing you need to worry about is really in this section. And that's if you want to take the cursor off. Or if you want to capture third-party overlays section. Alright guys, that's been a brief tutorial with your boy King Yossi TV. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to drop a comment in the section below, mates. I appreciate it, alright? Until next time, and go follow that boy Hayes Media on Facebook.com. That's HAZEDMEDIA. Hayes the Media on Facebook.com. Until next time.